We've had some fantastic, and we've got Roger this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, one of the people who actually started to make this club happen, the reality, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Hutchins. We're very fortunate to, on a school night, to have the very handsome, well, it's school tomorrow. Oh, it's Easter holidays, isn't it? So actually, we're not that lucky to have him. Anyway, be that as it may, he's brought his very, very lovely wife this evening, and I looked at the two of them, and Lucy is absolutely, where are you, Lucy? Absolutely beautiful young lady, there she is, absolutely beautiful young lady. And I looked at Stuart and I thought, hang on, there's a bit of a mismatch here. And like me, I said it out loud. But we know why she's with Stuart, because we love him, don't we? Is this your third time here, Stuart? Well, I love him anyway. Do you love him? Yeah. We love Stuart. Ladies and gentlemen, Stuart Barker on this. That's why. You adore this, Stuart, that's why. My therapist, ladies and gentlemen, he helped me again on the way up in the car. I was moaning about a gig on Friday that I did. Absolutely giving it the full beans I was. I was moaning like mad. But anyway, Jim taught me down, as he always does. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Pollard on We're going to get on it. So I think huge round of applause if you'd be so kind to welcome for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Beaujolais. Beaujolais. Yes, sir. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.